Undirected team. We got another one. You know what I got to do first, though. Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up for yourself, team. Understand how impressive y'all are. Y'all are the best audience on YouTube, on the entire internet, all right? And y'all are the best team as well. And that's why we say we're only as good as the teammate on our left, teammate on the right. And if you could, like, share, comment, subscribe. Got links down below if you want to donate. You could do like the super chat type situation, whatever the case is. And, you know, I just want to start off by saying this, team. I want to start off by saying this. I'm a parent, and I've been that for quite a long time. And you've seen the thumbnail. You've seen the title of the video, so you know where we're going with this. Now, I just want to preface to say that this is my first time wearing this shirt. I got this from my children's mother, all right? I got this about 2 Father's Days ago, and this is my first time ever wearing it. I wore it for this video specifically. We're going to hear a woman talk about how difficult it is to raise children, or raise a child, I should say, a child. And I'm not comparing her to me, but I'm just using me as a frame of reference because I actually have experience in this from the other side as a father. But I just want to first out just shout out my children's mother, because I'll say this. Women can make it extremely difficult for the man as far as raising their children, because women, they naturally have a support system that the man does not get by default. And that's with the court system, with law enforcement, with public opinion, family and friends. They're usually almost always exclusively going to take the side of the woman unless she's making some terrible, egregious mistakes. But the father has to be basically perfect to be able to get any type of resources or help as far as dealing with kids and, you know, having his rights. So, you know, I really think that, you know, the mom sets the tone with the way that things go with the father. All right. And that's just me personally, anecdotally, but also what I've seen throughout my experience with the matter. So, you know, through a lot of different tough times between me and my children's mother, we've done the best to put the kids first. And it hasn't been perfect because, especially when you first break up, there's a lot of emotions involved and it's difficult and you got to get past that. But you got to understand that it's not about you anymore when you break up, all right? It's about the children. And, you know, so I just want to say that I'm thankful for that and I appreciate this shirt and I'm glad I've had the opportunity to wear it. And yeah, it's actually got our pictures down here too. So like all our pictures are on there with our names. So she took her time to make this and she did it for a reason, because I have been the best father that I could be, you know, given the circumstances that I've been in. And that's all you can really do is just do your best. And as long as you do that, then you just live with the results. And you're never going to get perfection. Now, I'm going to show a quick video real quick before we get into this woman. And just to explain, like, I've had my kids with me throughout their entire lives, and their mom has been there as well. So that's a good thing, even though we've been separated for quite a long time. And in this video that I'm about to show you, it's from a while ago, but it just kind of shows how I'm with my children, right? I'm fixing on a vehicle because, as you guys know, if anybody's watched my content from a long time ago, if you go to my live videos, you'll see that I've done car content as far as going to auctions on this channel before I pivoted to doing different types of content, what I'm doing now. And so I used to buy cars and fix them up, and it takes a lot of time to do that. But what I did was I brought my children along with me. So they rode with me everywhere. If they weren't with their mom, they were with me. And that's how it should be, right? One of the two parents. It's our responsibility to take care of our kids, no one else. So you'll see here. And I think I got music playing, but I might get a copyright, but we're just gonna let it rock out. It is what it is. That's me right there. You can see the bumper right there. I had to put a brand new bumper on this Pontiac Grand Prix that I bought. I think this is probably like 6 or 7 years ago. My kids were really small. And you can see them right there. You see all three of my kids right there, and they're out there with me. So even when I had to work, right, because this is work for me, I brought them along with, and I actually taught them how to fix vehicles. So not only were they with me, but they were learning. So they give me the tools necessary. They'd ask me questions. Hey, Dad, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I would explain it to them. So now my kids are proficient in understanding the buying and selling process as far as buying and selling cars, how to fix them, the type of profits that I made on the vehicles. They ask questions, I explain it to them, and there's just a lot of teaching and camaraderie that goes along with having children, right? And you know, that's one of the things that I always look at as far as how we are helping our kids be better human beings in society moving forward. And that's one of the things where I'm just like, you know, for me, I never thought it was difficult to raise children. I never did. All right. I never had a problem with having my kids around me. It was never hard to have my kids around me. It's never been that way. I talk to them all the time. They're older now. My youngest, I take him to and from school every single day during the school year. And it's not difficult. It's just not. I don't understand why it's so hard for parents nowadays to raise children. I don't. So that's not something that I can understand. And I got 3 of them. This woman that we're about to listen to has just one single child. And I called it 3. We had to split everything in 4s. So I'll leave it at that. But you see them right there. You see I got the tools right there. Whole bumpers off the car. I think I did like an oil change in there, a coolant flush. I had to replace headlights. I think I had to do something with the master cylinder. The brake cylinder. I had to fix that. I think I fixed the radiator on it. And, you know, so that was that video right there. It's just a short clip. I'm not going to take you through everything I've done with my children and stuff like that. It's just kind of to show, like, you know, as I'm working, the kids are with me, right? It's not that difficult to do. All right. And look, there's different ways to parent, right? So I'm not saying that there's a exact way to do anything.
Bro, being a single mom is literally the hardest.
What I will say is this. You have to have a positive attitude going through it. And everything that has to do with children is the way that you make it, right? As the parent, you have 100% control over the way that your relationship goes with your child and the way that your child behaves. And that's just that. It's all on you. Especially at young ages. I would say before the age of 15, I mean, you pretty much have 100% control over the way that your child behaves. And you can make them hellions or you can make them good citizens. And, you know, that's your choice. So let's go into this woman real quick and see what she's got to say. And we'll just see the difference of how we're dealing with kids nowadays and what's really going on, because this is very interesting to me. So let's go to the beginning. Let's run through her video.
Shit ever, like you cannot do anything. I literally got like one side of my weights racked at the gym because I'm trying to work out, and they're calling me over the intercom to come get him literally after 5 minutes because he don't want to be with anybody but me because I'm the only person with him. But
Why?
you literally just can't do anything. I'm literally so exhausted from work, like 90% of the time, so I don't ever get to do like a good, like real workout. And I got him trying to do a workout this evening and he don't even want to go to the kids club. This is like the 3rd time I've tried to take him. He does not like to be with strangers. So
Why?
It just makes it hard because I can't do anything. The only time I have help is when I'm working. But I can't ever do anything for myself. And the other parent just gets to do whatever they want. Literally whatever. You can go hang out with your friends. You can work out. You can complain about how tired you are. But like, life. Like, look what I have to do every single day. I hate even complaining about this because my mom helps me a lot.
Really?
And I have a nanny for my son twice a week, but that's while I'm working.
You got a nanny?
I'm working 24/7. As an entrepreneur, my brain is working 24/7. And I only have physical help while I'm working.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right here and we'll get to the rest of the video. Just a couple points I want to touch on. So I thought she was gonna say she worked like a regular job, but she said she's an entrepreneur. She's leaving out a lot of details. This video only has, we already got halfway through it. There's only like another minute and 30 seconds left. All right, pause police. We're gonna get to the rest of the video in 1 second. My thing is this. If you're an entrepreneur, that means that what you do for work, you control how it's done. So that's similar to what I was doing when I was working on cars and going to auctions and all that type of stuff. I just brought my kids with me to work. It's that simple. There's really nothing else to it. So my thing is this, she did say her kid, I think her kid's like 17 months old, so it's a little bit different as far as like the ages. But I dealt with my kids when they were obviously 17 months, 6 months, 2 years old, 3 years old. It was still never an issue. The parenting was probably one of the easiest things I've ever done in my life. I'm just being honest. And I was there throughout the entire process. And I'm still there for my children right now. Like, just got done talking to my youngest son a minute ago. And I'm playing basketball with my oldest son tomorrow. So it's not even an issue. Now, I forgot the other points I want to get to, but we'll finish this up and then we'll get to it at the end.
And so it just makes it difficult whenever I need to do things for myself. Like, my nails are down to the nubs. My toes are a whole different story. You can't do your nails
because you have a 17-year-old, 17-month-old?
Like, when do I have the time? Where's the time to go and do that? Like, I don't have anybody to keep him for me to go sit and get my nails done for an hour.
Him?
I joined a gym with childcare, and he doesn't want to go to the childcare because he doesn't like strangers. I can't do work from home because if I look down for 2 seconds on my kitchen island, and then you got to deal with the other party complaining that you're not being nice to them.
The other party? You're talking about the father?
Cleaning all day, every day. That's literally my life. I need to clean that cry out. It's been a little minute since I've cried. I feel like I've just been so numb to all emotion that I just haven't cried. So that did make me feel a little bit better, but it's been rough recently, and he does not want anybody but me, which I love. My mama heart loves it, but my Caitlin heart, myself, wishes that he could be okay with the childcare so that I could get a workout in. My son is 17 months old, and this has by far been the hardest stage
year and a half
of all of it. Hi, babe. The sweetest.
He's in the car right now?
Definitely the hardest. And
hearing you go through all its emotional roller coasters?
Strength throughout this, but sometimes you just have a little breakdown. Yeah, it's a lot. We're gonna figure it out. This is embarrassing. I'll probably delete this later.
Oh, wow. I don't even know where to begin or end with this, team. I'm pretty sure that y'all have a lot of comments about what she said. So I'd really like to hear what y'all have to say about this as far as everything that she said in this video. And it's just really interesting. Just a couple points. She said that her kid doesn't like to be around anybody else. That just means that you're raised in an isolated brat. And that's just the truth. And that's not a good thing. You already have an only child, which there's some different effects. There's some numbers as far as like only child and a child with a sibling where, you know, the only child has different types of social issues and stuff like that. So that's something you got to think about. You know, your child goes as you go. So you know, you having a mental breakdown. It seems like her child was in the back. I thought I heard the kid back there. I'm glad she didn't show the kid because there's no reason to see that. But, you know, we believe her. And it seems like she's taking shots at the child's father, saying that the other side is complaining. But my thing is this. You didn't get a father any credit at all. My problem is this. She left out so much context to what is going on that it's impossible to not come up with assumptions of this woman because she didn't explain anything in detail. So a lot of times when you're going to come on the internet and you're going to talk about something, well, you need to give all the information. Because if not, then you leave everything up to interpretation. And the way that she's coming off, it does not seem like she's doing a good job as a mother on all aspects, and that the child doesn't need to be with her because he needs to experience other people other than her. She's almost like forcing the child to only be around her and then the mother at times, and basically isolating the child from everyone else. So what about when this kid has to go to school? And how's that kid gonna act in school? And you got a boy, and the boy's being raised by a mother by herself. There's a reason that it takes two people to make a child, because the child needs balance. The child needs the mother and the father there for balance, okay? And especially after they get over the ages, I'd say 7 or 8, they definitely need the father there, especially if they're a boy and you have a boy. So there's just a lot going on here, team. I mean, I could go through so many different aspects of this and break it down. And that's usually why when I, run videos, I stop them so I can get my points across as far as what's going on. But I want to let this one play out and just get to it. I don't have her information as far as her as a content creator, so I'm pretty sure one of y'all will be able to figure out who she is. And if you figure that out, you can link it in the in the comments so people can go check out her page and all that type of stuff, and maybe they can help give her some tips as far as ways to make better decisions as a parent. But all this whining and crying about how difficult it is to be a parent, and you can't do your nails because you have a 17-month-old, and you can't go to the gym because you have a 17-month-old, just work out at home. I can give you that right now. Just work out at home. Your 17-month-old is right there in the bouncy chair with all the little play things and the balls and the lights and stuff that they can hit. And you work out right there. Get a couple of free weights or go get a Bowflex, whatever you want to do, and work out at home. You don't need to go to the gym to work out at all. So that's already taken care of. What's so difficult about getting your nails done? Your child is that out of control? I just never had these issues with my kids. I never have. I just can't stress how easy it was for me to raise my kids. I just can't. Now, like I said, I have a good mother to my children, and I always give her credit, and not even because that kind of rebuts everything I said before it. But I'm just saying in a way of we make things hard if we want them to be hard. That's basically all it is. It's really about our outlook on life. And I don't know, team. What y'all want to go for this? Y'all want to go dark? Let's go light. Let's go light. The only reason we're going light is because this is not that difficult, right? It's really not. And I just don't really understand how it is that we're always in this position as parents where there's so much complaining about taking care of children. This is just one video I'm tackling. But to be honest, if you just go on TikTok, have some fun right now. I didn't want to make this video 4 or 5 or 6, 7 hours because I easily could have. We can go through numerous videos like this. Go on TikTok and just type in single mother. Type in parent problems, hashtag parent problems on Twitter, and you will see non-stop complaining about how hard it is to raise a kid and how they can't control their children. And their kids are little like hellions to the rest of society. And it doesn't need to be that way. But, you know, just the way that this woman comes off is extremely disingenuous. But I like to hear what y'all got to say, team. I like to hear what y'all got to say because I got a lot I can go on this. But, you know, I'm just going to leave it here. Just want to put the information out there and just see what's going on. And that's pretty much it. So, you know, if y'all got anything to add, feel free. I'd like to hear what you have to say. All right? Actually, me and my kids are going to this VR thing. It's called Sandbox VR, and it's really cool. You get to put these headsets on and all these sensors all over your body, right? And you get to basically be in like Squid Games. So we're going to do the Squid Games VR. And when you go in there, you get to play red light, green light. I don't think tug of war is in there. But all the games that are in Squidward. They got SpongeBob now. We talking about kids. So now I'm talking about kid shows and stuff like that. But yeah. So it's basically a whole VR simulation thing, and they got it actually all over the country. So if you want to find it, it's called Sandbox VR. Just Google that and you'll be able to find it. And we're doing that later on this week, so it's going to be really fun. And I'm looking forward to doing that. And it's not going to be any type of issue. I'm not going to have any behavioral issues out of my children at all. We're going to go out there and have a good time. And that's going to be that. Like, we're just going to hang out like teenagers, right? Basically, like, you know, and I don't act like their friend. I'm definitely their dad. But I don't have to be like that because I raised them correctly, me and their mother, from the beginning to be just good, decent people. So now there's really no issue. They've never had terrible behavioral issues at all growing up. And I just don't even understand how you get to the point where this woman's at. I just don't get it. So maybe you could explain to me the other way of how you end up with children like this that are just complete nuisances when you leave the house and they're out in public and you can't even just have them relax for 15 minutes and go to daycare while you work out. Because lastly, I'll say this. I used to go to LA Fitness all the time and they have childcare there. It was like an extra $40 a month or something. And I would go play basketball like 5 times a week at LA Fitness. Guess where the kids would be when I went to go to LA Fitness? In the daycare room at LA Fitness. And it was never an issue. They gave you a 2-hour limit. And I go there, I play basketball for 2 hours. They come in here, hey, we need you to get your kids. I'll finish up, make the game winner. And then I'll go get the kids and they be happy. And then, you know, we go and continue on about our day. And it was just never an issue. So I can't relate. I cannot relate at all. And that's all I got for this one, team. So .sell out. And I appreciate y'all. Like I said, y'all the best audience on the internet. And I'm very appreciative of that. So I'm out of here.
Goodbye.